What's it like to be a cowboy?
Wonderful. The greatest thing you could ever be. You just love it. I love the thrill of it. That's the thrill. When the gate opens, he goes in the air and hits the ground. First jump. And from there on, she's good. Oh, wait.
At 88, Bob Holder is the oldest cowboy on the professional rodeo circuit.
I do 25 years, that's a professional circuit. I'm supposed to be the oldest in the world doing that, so the Yanks tell me.
He's been competing for 74 years.
Tumut was my first rodeo when I was 14. I won the bronc ride there.
By then, the kid from Cootamundra in New South Wales had already been on the back of a horse for years.
I went to work when I was 5-year-old. My dad was a drover, and the depression on, and the war was on. Away I went, 5-year-old. I'll never forget it.
Bob's riding and roping skills have taken him across the globe. In 1959, he was among the first Aussie cowboys to be invited onto the US rodeo circuit.
So it caused a traffic jam on the Golden Gate Bridge for a start. We went on the wrong way. It said a detour sign, so we took the detour sign, the opposite side. Just drove on, all your cars going. Anyway, the police come and turned us around.
In Texas, Bob rode the biggest bull he'd ever seen.
And this great big thing come up. He was that high above the chutes. A big brown Brahman. I'd never been in a Brahman in my life. I thought, Christ, I'll never see Australia again.
But Bob Holder is still very much alive, and so is rodeo. Mount Isa's annual rodeo is the biggest and richest in the Southern Hemisphere. 600 cowboys and cowgirls compete for $230,000 in prizes, attracting 17,000 fans over the 4-day event.
Organisers of the Mount Isa Rodeo say it's much more than just a cowboy spectacular. It's an economic and social lifeline. Last year it generated $11 million for the mining town and raised $1 million for charity and local community services. But more importantly, people here say rodeo offers a sense of community and it celebrates rural life and spirit.
For the Roll family from drought-ravaged Narromine in New South Wales, it's worth the 1,600-kilometre journey.
It was amazing, just the atmosphere as you walk through, seeing the people in the co-op, and the kids' reaction. They were very, finally we made it here after 5 days. Yeah, it was good.
The family's last grain harvest was 3 years ago. Now there's only dust on the horizon.
I've had to go away, carting fodder interstate, just to keep things rolling.
It's just been the best, it's been the right choice. We walked through the gate, turned off, had fun, just love all the action. Yeah, it's been great.
Just seeing the smile on the kids' face is enough for, it says it all, I think.
Rodeo traditionally celebrates the toughest of the tough, but cowboys are now being encouraged to show their softer side. And who better to get the conversation started than the rodeo's unlikely charity queen? Yeah! A bloke who wrestles with the black dog himself.
As tough as you are, it doesn't matter. You still got to open up and be honest about where you are mentally.
Tony Tolke is proud to wear the charity crown after raising more than $100,000 for men's mental health.
Our area has been so much affected by so much over the last 18 months, it's unbelievable. And the resilience of the people out here is one thing, but just to continue on and discuss their own mental health is very important at probably this time at the moment.
So pass along the grapevine, let everybody know you've still got time to enter in Mount Isa's rodeo.
Bob Holder says rodeo has come a long way. Not just in its concern for riders, but also the ridden.
We used to just ride the wild bucking horses. They'd come out and flip over on top of you and lay on you and God knows what. They were afraid.
Today, cattle and horses are bred for the rodeo, not pulled off the back blocks of remote stations.
So these are all educated bucking horse, educated bulls nowadays. Even the steers and the calves are educated. These are hard fed like racehorses, better than racehorses.
23-year-old Dakota Brandenburg breeds and trains bucking bulls. Her family also supplies steers and calves for the rodeo. For her, these animals are athletes, the real stars.
I love them. These are our pride and joy, so at the end of the day, like, we do our best by them, and I feel we get our best out of them.
Watch what happened to a steer at a 2015 rodeo.
Opponents say rodeos exploit animals for entertainment, leading to stress, injury and sometimes death. The ACT has banned rodeos, and South Australia and Victoria don't allow calf roping events. But Bob Holder says roping skills are used on stations today and can save cattle's lives.
In a front situation, a lot of cattle won't lead. You've got to get a leader. So if you rope a leader, a big old cow or an old bull, and drag him, they'll follow.
These days, Bob's event is team roping. His job is to lasso the horns of a steer while his partner targets the hind legs. He enjoys the challenge, even if he'd rather be riding a bucking horse or bull.
I'd love to, but I know how to knock myself around too much. I wouldn't be able to walk next day. My bones only take so much, I know that. Yeah. I've gave him a hell of a high in all my life.
But he still gets a thrill thundering into the arena.
Last year, let's see what he can do. Come on, Cowboy, put the loop out, put it on. Hey, the catch is short around the corner. Come on, Bobby, let's get us a set. Tom Kenny on the bottom end. Well, boys, it's not going to be their day.
How long do you think you'll be competing for?
Another 10 years, at least.
98.
I should get that far. That's not far away.